Hi, welcome back to the Ornery Latina ever. Tonight we're having technical difficulties because Will can't interpret the lighting very well because in the nighttime it's different than the daytime. Anyway, he has not had a lick of experience in camera stuff and we're just winging it. But today's topic is I am no longer supporting and putting my tax dollars into the Republican Party. And this is why. Honestly, until you start coming along and having a big fat kumbaya means a comes together moment with each other and stop this fighting and divisive bullshit. I am not going to support a single dime to this establishment. No more, no moss to the establishment. I am not going to support the Bellaire Women's Luncheon group. Their lunch tastes like shit. These women are horrible. It's like walking into a snake pit. I feel like they don't even tell the new members you're going to get a picture taken. So they come in and they don't even know that they're going to be paraded in front of the room. And they surprise ambush people with their fucking cameras. And that's because they're all fucking fugly themselves, so they don't care if you're not prepared. You know, women, before we get our picture taken, we want to be fucking told. We want to be able to dress up. We want to brush our hair and look our best. We don't want to go up there and look like Mr. Frump. Anyway, I've never sat at the head table when I was a new member. In fact, the Bariqua sat in the back of the bus. The back of the bus, I did. I didn't even get a chair, Bill. I didn't get it until Bill started coming with me that they treat me with some respect. That's only because one of the head ladies, right, she left the hots for Will. Yes, when I wasn't there, she's like, oh, I'm single. Fuck you, okay? You know, these biddies want to sit there and hit on my guy when I'm not around, but not only that, they're sitting there just talking their shit behind my back and, oh, D, you don't punctuate right, and your dress is too short, and you're this, and you're that, and you're loud, and you're blah, blah, blah. And you know what? We have no problems about Latinos. You know, we just think now Trump is a racist after you sat there and threw Jeb Bush under the bus for Marco fucking Rubio. Okay. It's really hard to keep my mouth shut and not say a fucking word and not want to punch one of these ladies out in their fucking ugly freaking fake faces, you know. And there's one bitch with those bloated little lips that I really like to do in, but it takes every ounce of everything not to like knock her out, and she's the head of the whole group. But anyway, I'm not coming back, so I'm done with that membership. I rather put my money into Shriners, that $19 a month. You know, you get a little blanket, you support a kid. That I might do. I would like to like maybe do the St. Jude's, you know, help children with cancer. These are causes that are important, people, not supporting fucking old biddies that sit there and want to look important. That's not important, people. So anyway, having lunch with them, I'd rather not do. I in Oregon sat with the Scottish Rite group. Now that is having lunch. That is meaningful conversation. We are talking about policy. We're coming together as leaders. You don't hear about so-and-so is this and so-and-so is that and you don't hear that there with the men. You sit there and you have your coffee and you debate policy and you don't put people down. Okay, and if somebody is having a bad day next to you, you reach over and grab their hand and pray with them, and you're there for them. That's what people do for each other. So that's what the whole issue that I'm having with the Republican Party is, that I find it very cold. I'd rather go to a Democratic luncheon. Believe it or not, I have more fun at their luncheons than I do at the Piranha event. You know, and I took my ex-husband to a Republican event one time, and he said, you know, Dee, honestly, I'd rather go to a turd convention than a Republican convention, a turd festival. And I said, really? And he said, yeah, that just would seem so much more interesting. And I'm like, what? And he goes, and I'm sure the food there would be better too. I don't know what it is about the Republican events, but they serve us shit on a shingle. And everybody that sits there and eats that shit on the shingle sits there and says how wonderful it is when you can't even fucking cut through the chicken. It's like rubber. Okay, how do you eat that fucking rubber? And like, how does that make me want to go out and volunteer for these people? I want to just go, fuck you, okay? Fuck you and your entitled ass, okay? Serving me shit on the shingle. And you go to the country club for that shit on the shingle. In fact, the Mexican guy that was delivering my coffee, you know, I just kept getting coffee after coffee after coffee because I couldn't eat the shit in front of me. And he says, you don't like the food again? I said, no, I don't like the food again. And he goes, well, you know, maybe I can cook for you. And I said, your cooking would be 10 times better than maybe you can cook for all of us, you know? Like maybe they can hire you as a cook because whoever's doing the cooking doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Or maybe it's the shit that they ship in there. You know, I'm sure that restaurant food has a vendor of whatever. You know, Bill used to work in restaurants. You remember that. Anyway, I'm sure they have one of those shitty ass, cheap ass, lame ass vendors where, you know, they practically, like, they give, you know, the country club people, especially like the Bellaire woman, like the worst shit they possibly can give, like the stuff that they're not going to serve to their other customers. They're going to give to us because, I mean, we probably have a great rate there, right? That's why they have to make the membership $1 so that people could leave and come up there and eat shit on the shingle. That's how bad it is. Oh yes, we don't even charge membership. We just charge you $25 for this overpriced lunch because, you know, it's just shit on the shingle. But anyway, there's Christmas is coming. I have one more gig with that before the new year, and then I'm going to retire myself from that group forever, and do something a little more meaningful. You know, like attend turd conventions. You know, that is so much more meaningful, wasn't it, Bill? Anyway, this way, even like ambushing the Democratic events are so much more interesting than the Republican events. I don't know what it is. The people just seem so much more, I don't know. Like they don't have the sticks up their butt. They're a little bit like, you know, cuckoo. And I fit in with that element because, you know, I like crazy. But some of them are really crazy. They're thinking we should give everything away for free, 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 free. And they just have a sense of warpness. They think that the world is this one big given center that just gives out free stuff. Everything's for free. And then you have the Republicans who are on the opposite side. They're so fucking cheap that we eat shit on the shingle at their events, you know, and they can't even get people to join, so they don't even have a rate. Oh, we're so bloated in our account because we overcharged on the luncheons that we don't have to pay for membership next year because we just have too much money in our budget. Bill, I know you're laughing, and they're gonna see this video, and I really don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit what you people think about me anyway. I'm not gonna censor myself. I'm not gonna tailor myself. I'm not gonna change 1 ounce of myself. I'm gonna be who I am, and if you don't like it, just go fuck yourself, okay? Have a great Saturday. God bless.